All right, welcome. This is actually breaking news. Sarah Paul, actually got a job. Now, I know many of you out there, I love how I use the word many, as if there are many of you. There's probably 10 of you, which I am thankful for. No, but I know many of you out there are like, yes, of course, we know, we heard anthropology. It sounds intriguing. It sounds frustrating. There's a lot of emotions on the table. Retail, we know, and we're happy, we're applauding. That was a little too far with that. Anyway, but no, I actually got a new job. It's like one of those moments. For the first time in my life, I have a real job, and I will be starting January 4th. And I'm hoping that these video journals become more frequent because where I will be working is a digitally juiced up environment. It's for an agency that's actually, funny story, located directly across the street from my apartment. Yes, I actually found the job because I could look out my window and see their office, and I was curious. I actually, before I applied, I would peek in during the day and see what they're up to, which I'm not going to tell them until it's the right time, of course, but they do know I live across the street. That was part of the joke, but I don't think they realize how across the street I actually do live directly. So the other day I was at work, and these lots of emotions of happiness and joy that I would no longer be tissue paper folding, box making, anthropology customer caring on a daily basis made me happy. Don't get me wrong, I love the store, I love the people. What I do not love, there's a lot of things, but overall, it's been a great booster. It's been a great interim piece. I've met some wonderful people, which is all I can ask for in life. Actually, the other day, on this tangent of being glad to leave the retail world, a woman came up to me. I was at the cash wrap. I was in my cash wrap holiday happiness stage, like, oh my gosh. This woman came up to me, and she was frazzled, very frazzled. Oh, my dear, I was told you could help me. So that right there, it was scary because when people tell other people that I can help them, it worries me that I won't be able to follow through, and that will be like a big blow. It's like one thing if they're asking a weird question and you don't know the answer. It's a whole nother story when someone actually informs them that you are the right person to talk to. So I was like, oh, dear God, who told you that? I didn't say that, but I'm thinking it, waiting for what I need to do and what I, am capable of. And she comes up with, frazzled, as I said, and she's like, I just broke my phone, and I was told that you could fix it. Okay. I don't know if any of you know my track record with electronics. It's not good. So I've actually flushed a phone down a toilet. That was my senior year. That was awful. My roommates loved it, though, because they actually, proceeded to call my cell phone that evening for a few hours and listen to it ring down the toilet hole, which was depressing because it did take about 2 hours before the phone decided to die. I've dropped and broken many a phone. I've dropped them in puddles, rainwater issues, Rice actually does work, for those of you that are wondering. If you have dropped a phone, not in a toilet, of course, but, well, actually there was a point where I did drop it in a toilet and didn't flush it, so I guess that would apply too. But if you dropped your phone in a puddle of water, you can recover it. I would take out the battery and take off the back and put everything in like a bowl of rice. I wouldn't eat the rice later on. I mean, dry rice, not made rice. The dry rice absorbs all the water, so then you have to obviously get rid of that rice. Don't eat that. But look at me. Here I am saying I don't know anything about phones, and I'm giving this like tutorial on how to save your dead phone. It's, oh my God, I guess I am the right person. So she's like, my phone just died. I don't know what to do. I heard you can help me. I'm not Verizon Wireless. I never will be. But, this woman, her name was Patty. She needed my help. So I said, okay, Patty, I am here for you. I said, okay, let me see it. It was one of those like sliding phones, which when a phone slides, it throws me off. I am good with a flip. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do the like, oh yeah, flip it open. A slider, it throws me off. I don't know why. I just sometimes so I was trying to slide it this way, and it slid this way. So I actually grabbed the phone and I shimmied the back off, God knows how, and she started like clapping. Oh my gosh, you got it! And I'm like, well, if this is all I have to do, if that's all she needed, done. I can open a phone. I can break a phone. I can't fix a phone. So then I'm like, okay, yeah, and she's like, and the battery needs to come out, and so I'm like, oh, the battery, and I take it out, and I put it back in, I take it out. I'm trying to look really like I'm taking time with this. I'm helping her. Excuse me. Because she did just spend about $500 in our store. So I guess that means that this woman can get any sort of assistance from me. If she needed some sort of psychiatric help, I would be there for her. I think it's one of those things where they just, in our store, customers get like, life support, essentially, and anything they need. So enough of this, but took the battery out, put it back in, shimmied the back on, and pressed the on button. Lo and behold, the phone worked. And it was a beautiful moment for Patty and I. She tried to hug me across the cash wrap, which is wide, so that was like a tough one, and she was short. I'm short too, but she was shorter, So it was a shame because her sweater actually got snagged on, the wood cash wrap, which she didn't see, thank God, because she probably asked me at that point to go grab some sort of needle and sew her sweater back together. But, moral of the story, I fixed a phone. I fixed a phone today, and it gives me hope that if I can handle the crazy moments, the really crazy moments, the really random crazy moments of retail, I am confident I can handle most things.